Okay.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. It's your girl, Drivenbrooke, and I am here supporting Valerie Cartwright on her journey to become the first Haitian senator in, politics. And so I'm here just to, one, share some tips and tricks on 5-minute makeup so you can go to the grocery store looking amazing, as well as mesmerizing eye makeup so that you can just get everything that you need to get and look fabulous for an evening out. And I know, especially during this time with the quarantine and everything that's going on, it's good to feel good about yourself, as well as you don't want to have to pay a whole bunch of money anymore, because we're now trying to be cost effective with our lives, because of the situation. Some of us are not working. I know I'm not, since this whole quarantine situation happened. So I have made it my business to be business savvy and financially savvy and every type of savvy that I can be, including with my makeup. So I want to help you guys so that when we're back up and running, birthday parties, communions, wherever you're going to go, wherever you're going to, whatever events you're going to attend, you're going to be able to do your own fabulous eye makeup. And the reason why we chose eye makeup is because with the 5-minute quick get ready, you're going to have your foundation down pat. And most of us usually have our foundation. It's usually the eyes that are tricky. And for me, the eyes are everything. But again, we're going to start off with a 5-minute makeup on the go look, and then we're going to stop and break down a whole nother level of makeup. So wherever you are, this is super, super beginner friendly. And and of course, we're going to be talking about as well what Valerie Cartwright is going to be doing in the future to promote awareness and just support us in this time of need. Rest in peace to George Floyd. If you don't know what's going on in the media, there's certain things that are still happening in our communities that are not okay. And we definitely have Emily, who is on her campaign trail, her campaign team, who's going to be representing her today. As well as Valerie's on now, but they're going to be just discussing really quickly what she wants to do before I even start about what's going on in the news. So Emily, can you just share what Valerie's going to be doing to basically support our community at this time with everything that's going on in the news?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the works right now, Valerie is speaking to, I'm not sure if everyone's aware, but Valerie is a practicing civil rights lawyer. She has been a practicing lawyer for 16 years, focused on civil rights. That's definitely her passion. This is something that hits home for her as well. So she is connecting with various other civil rights lawyers who are going to be coming together to have a forum that everyone can attend, to have an open discussion about what's going on in other states and how we can prevent that from happening in Long Island, specifically in Nassau and Suffolk, and just kind of discuss the ways that they've already been trying to do that here, and how to keep it pushing forward. So this will be open to people to attend. As soon as I have all the information of a firm date and people who will be speaking at the forum, I will make sure that that's posted on social media. I'll send that to you, Brooke, personally, because it's something very important that we all have to be talking about, because we don't want this to keep happening. It's devastating.
Wow. Well, one, thank you so much, for disclosing that information, because remember, silence is acceptance, right? So the fact that, I honestly, this was a testament to me even supporting Valerie even more, because this is something that happened like a couple of days ago, and already she's working to make solutions. And that's who, honestly, when I called Emily, guys, today, I was like, I don't feel right just coming on here and doing makeup. I'm sorry. And she automatically was like, listen, Valerie's team was like, we're already ahead. We're already doing things. We already have to. I was like, oh, you know what? Valerie, not only did I support you before, I support you even more now, because a lot of people can say things. They can promise a lot of stuff when it comes to campaign, but she really is about it. The fact that when I called in, everything was already happening. She was already putting things in place to use her voice and her power to once again serve her community. And I'm so thankful that I'm on here today. And you know what? I think that everything happens for a reason, that today was the day that I decided to do the whole makeup thing, because like I said, it showed me that she's not only the person that I'm going to be voting for, but I'm going to be supporting. And I'm glad that I'm a part of her campaign trail. This is what people need to be doing. You know, Emily, you know, I don't really know your background, but right now you're my ally. You know, you are representing your community and you're saying, this is not okay. This is not okay. And that even her having a diverse team and having a diverse team that understands what's going on is not okay helps. People think that, oh, it's a Black people problem, it's a brown, no, it's everybody's problem. You know, it affects the economy, it affects lives, it affects your friend. You know, that might not be your family member, but that's your friend, that's your coworker, you know. And the fact that, again, she has a team that understands the severity of what's happening in the media and is already on it. So it was just like, you guys were like, oh yeah, you know, she's doing this. And the fact that she's been passionate about civil rights before becoming a councilwoman, it is, again, a testament to who she is. And I'm just so blessed that I'm a part of this right now. And I'm so blessed to be a part of that forum that's going to be happening, because people don't know how to do things the right way. And that's why I wanted to talk about this, because we have so much zeal, but not enough direction, right? We have so much angst and anger, which we should, for justice, but then there's not enough, I guess, roads to the right direction to get things done. We can scream and yell and things are not happening. And the fact that she's setting up a forum and she's setting it up with several other people that have, you know, we have a voice, but they represent us and they'll be able to take it to the next level is what I'm excited about. Because again, I have a business called Eternal Moms, and me and my business partner were trying to rally and see who we could get to support us. We reached out to Yandy, and that's why I reached out to Valerie, because I'm like, listen, you know, we're reaching out to our contacts because we need to find out how, as a business, we can be a part of reformation. We can be a part of the change that we want, because we're not trying to be silent, but we're not also trying to be loud and out of control, because that's how I believe a lot of the people who are treating our community this way believe that we are. So we want to basically keep that professionalism as well as make things happen, not just be loud, but make things happen, you know, and then be loud and celebrate the fact that we are creating the change. So I'm like I said, I'm very thankful, and I'm so excited to see what Valerie's going to do when she gets in the office, because I'm going to be pushing and pushing and pushing, because again, she cares. She cares about everything that she does. And I am so blessed to be a part of this movement. So blessed. So thank you, Emily, for just bringing that up, because again, this is not just about makeup. This is about the campaign and what she's doing. And those of you who are on here, we are basically accepting donations. You don't have to. This is a free, you know, makeup situation, but everything that you are giving to this, you know, campaign is actually going to help her get into office. And she, like I said, she's somebody I'm going to be supporting. I'm going to, you know, be putting money towards her campaign, because that's who we want in office. And that's the first step of what we need to do to make change happen. Get the right people in office to do the work that we need to get done, that are going to actually listen to the people and actually meet our needs, and who have been in our situations where they've been an immigrant, they've been in situations, and they understand by education and just from understanding personally what needs to be done. So if you can, please, in the chat, Emily's going to put the link for the donation. I'll be giving more than $5. You don't have to, once again, but it does help to make sure that she gets the resources to become the woman that she needs to be, you know, to represent us, by the way. And like I said, she's already my, you know, senator, so it is what it is.
Thank you so much, Brooke, and thank you for holding space for this conversation before you do your tutorial. We really appreciate it.
Of course. And so we are here for the tutorial. So I'm going to give you guys a tutorial. Some of you may know me on my own personal channel. I did the switch up because I was feeling, you know, Hillary vibes, you know, boss woman type of things. So again, if you've been following me, I decided to go blonde today just because I was feeling that vibe. So we're going to get into the makeup. So when it comes to makeup, if you want to do things in 5 minutes, you want to make sure you have a balm foundation, a foundation that matches your complexion to the T. You don't want to go darker or lighter. You know, some of us might have a winter shade, and now during the summer times when it's getting warmer, it's getting too light. You want to make sure that you have something that could just be easy, apply, and go. You don't want to have to blend. You don't want to have to do too much. Again, this is to look cute on an everyday basis if you're going to the supermarket. I go to the supermarket sometimes in full glam or nothing at all, you know, but like I said, for those of you who just want something quick and even quick to go out, this is for you. So we're gonna start off with the foundation. I'm just getting my foundation brush. There we go. And I'm using today Juvia's Palace foundation. You can use any one. I would advise, you know, not to spend so much money, you know, on makeup. They have bomb makeup foundation, Fit Me, Maybelline, and every type of shade. You can go up later on, but when you're just starting out, you want to do something that's going to be cost effective as well as is going to do its job. And Maybelline Fit Me is amazing. I'm actually going to be using their powder today because I ran out of the foundation. But it's like, I believe, $8. So this is good too. It's only $12. It's from Ulta. If you want to go with Juvia's Place, they have a great range for different shades of skin. And yeah, I'm going to actually clip my hair. I was going to say, if you do have hair that can get in the way, you want to put it up just because we don't want it to get in the way of the foundation, especially if you have like lighter hair. So here we go. So I'm going to go in. I actually prepped my skin with moisturizer before you do any makeup. We want to take care of the skin. You just put on a little bit of I put coconut oil. You can use moisturizer, you can use Olay. It's a really good drugstore product to moisturize your face. You can even use a little bit of Vaseline. You know, that works too. Just a little bit goes a long way, and it will act as a barrier for your foundation. No matter what foundation it is, we want to protect the skin regardless of what. This doesn't have as many chemicals or anything, but it is going to keep your skin hydrated underneath, and it's going to give you protection from any toxins or anything that might be in the makeup. I'm not saying that every makeup does, but your skin will be taken care of. We don't want to have to wear makeup. We want to have to wear makeup when we want to, you know? So, okay. So I'm going to just take a little bit, and I'm just going to go in. And it looks a little lighter, but it's gonna blend out. I'm like in between shades, so that tends to happen with me. I'm just gonna blend that out. And if you have your makeup, do this with me. I don't mind. It's supposed to be fun. If you have any questions later on, I'll go through the chat and I'll answer them. And automatically you see that my skin is evening out right there. So I look like I went from sleepy to awake just from that little bit of foundation. Look at that. Look at the difference just from that. I naturally have bushy eyebrows, so I don't really do much to my eyebrows when it comes to my daily routine. I just kind of just brush them in. I fill them in a little bit, but I just brush it in. So I'm just blending out everything. Just blend, blend, blend. And I bring it down to my neck just to make sure everything is okay. I'm just gonna look at my mirror really quickly just to make sure everything is even. Okay. Just blend that out. And just like that, guys, look at that. My face is even. It's completely even. So everything that looked tired and exhausted is gone with just a little bit of foundation. So what? That took me like 2 minutes. Boom. Now we're going to go in and just brush up our brows really quickly. I'm going to fill them in a little bit. So I'm just going to use this little pencil. I use sometimes lip pencils. You don't have to do too much, guys. I tend to go with like a dark, dark, dark brown because I don't like to use black or anything like that because it's going to be too harsh. So I just fill in the spots that have a little bit of hair missing. And then I go in with the little brush and I blend it out so it's not too harsh. You do not want to go in with something too dark because again, it will be too harsh. And this is beginner friendly. So we don't want to look crazy out here. I want to make sure you guys are fabulous and looking fierce and feeling comfortable, you know, and less is more. When you start out, you want to just do the simple things that will look really, really good. So at this point, boom, I just blend that out a little bit. And what's good is like there's brown mascara, which I'm going to use to fill it out a little bit more. I have a little sample from Benefit Brow. If you are a brow person that needs a little bit more love, this is good for you. It gives more color and it also just thickens up the brow. And again, I did not go with black. I was given this in a dark brown so that it keeps its natural look. There we go. You know, when we're doing Mesmerize, we're gonna go in with cleaning up the brow, but again, this is our 5-minute go-to makeup look. So with that being said, I'm gonna now take like a little bit of a darker shadow just to emphasize my eyes to give it depth and some mascara and lipstick and we're good to go to the market. You know, you could even use bronzer. So I'm using an affordable palette called Morphe. This is how much I use it. It's a little bit dirty, but it's all good. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's not too dark, it's not too light, just to give my eye a little bit of dimension. And then I'm gonna go in with this little eye brush. This I got from, I believe Morphe. They have a sale for 50% off right now, including on this palette. If you go on their website after this, you guys will be able to get super, super dirt cheap the products that they have. And it's really, like I said, good for beginner friendly makeup. There we go. I'm just blending that in. Less is more. Just tap, tap, tap. And then you go right in there and give your eye a little bit of dimension. Boop, boop. Yeah. And then we're going to do mascara. Remember, this is our on the go look. This is not our glam it out. This is an everyday look. Go in. This mascara was $1. You could get mascara. I like this. This is AOA mascara. It's $1. Everything is almost $1 on their website. But you can get something from CVS like, again, Maybelline. They do really good with mascara. Their mascara is really nice. It's not $1. I believe it's $8, but you can use CVS coupons to get 40% off. I used my coupon yesterday, so you guys, they always send stuff out if you have your number with them. It's easy to subscribe and they don't charge you for anything. I'm just doing a little mascara because I don't want to do too much because we're gonna go in again to do a full glam beat. And at this point, this is what I would do with just a little bit of lip gloss, just to go outside to the supermarket. I would look like I'm like awake. I would put possibly a little bronzer. I'm just not doing that because again, we're gonna go in with the full face. And that will be my 5-minute makeup beat. Foundation, some eyeshadow, a little bit of eyeshadow that's a little bit darker than my skin tone, mascara, and then a little bit of bronzer and a tiny bit of blush and some lip gloss. And I'm good to go. I'm literally out the house and my face is done in 5 minutes. And I look like I slept. You know, with 2 kids, that's usually my go-to if I'm like, oh, I gotta go somewhere, I have to do a meeting and I wanna look clean and put together and not so tired. So that's that. Now we're gonna add on and we're gonna go in with Mesmerize. I'm actually, with the eyes, I'm gonna actually bring the face up to another level. So with this, let me just put the clip back in. Cool. So with this, now we're gonna do a full face beat. So it's almost like, again, like I'm starting over. You would still do the foundation like I did, but now with the eye area, we would go ahead and put concealer, you know, because the thing with eyeshadow, you want it to pop. Yes, you can just put eyeshadow on your lid and it will come out, but when you're doing bright colors, or if you want something like a shimmer to come out, which I possibly will be using today, because I said we're going to bring it to the next level, you want to have a flat, clear, blank slate. And so with concealer, it's a good primer. You can actually buy primer, and for me, I just like to use products that I can use multiple times, easy, 1, 2, 3, without buying so many things. Boom, concealer. So I'm gonna go in on the lid, pretend we just only did foundation and we're starting over. You know, I would do my brows after that. I would do foundation, then I would do my brows, and then I would go in with concealer. I'm using ColourPop in medium. This concealer is really good and it's only $6. Again, if you don't want to order online, you can get this from Ulta. Or if you want to get something completely different, you can get Fit Me. Fit Me also has great concealer. Notice how my brow is like popping out now, because I am basically shaping underneath my brow with the tool. Just like that. And then I'm going to blend it out. It's not going to stay like that, guys. Trust me. I'm just going to blend out everything. And I'm going to show you before I go to the other eye so you guys aren't scared. So with that, we just put the concealer right underneath the brow hairs. And we're gonna just blend that out. And we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna bring it across and bring it down. And what that does is lightens up that area completely. Because later on, we're gonna put concealer down there anyway. So we just tap, tap, tap lightly. This is the sensitive part of your eye, and just blend everything out. There we go. And bring it across. So look at this brow versus this brow. This brow just looked like it came completely alive. And when you're doing eyeshadow that has color or like glitter or any of those things, you don't want your eye to look, your eyebrow to look crazy. So this is gonna sharpen your eyebrow. When you're having a natural look, this is fine. You don't wanna have a drastic eye makeup concealer thing going on when you're not gonna be doing anything. So this is fine for an everyday look. This is fine for when we want to do the next level. If you want to do that nice event, if you want to go out, this is what makeup artists do when they do your makeup at MAC or any of those places, because again, it's for the next level makeup look. So we just go ahead, once again, just bring that across and blend, 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 and bring it down. This is really good for people who have under eye bags. I do. And later on, because we're going to layer the concealer, we're going to get rid of those. So we want to start by just bringing that all the way down, so everything blends seamlessly. Just do that. Ta-da. Now we're going to go back and do with the other eye. I told you I was going to leave it scary. So I'm just going to look in the mirror because it's easier for me to do this eye that way. And I'm just going to go ahead and clean up underneath my brow. Just go ahead, take your time. Take your time. And with this makeup application, this is definitely not going to be 5 minutes. This is going to be more to 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how long, you know, you want to take blending out everything. Of course, it's not going to be that long now. It's most likely going to be like 30 minutes because I'm used to doing this. But again, give yourself that time. This is good for self-care. You know, if you want to just practice, like I said, in this time, most of us are at home already. You want to just take your time learning and just blending out the makeup. And the more time you take, the better it comes out, because the more you have time to blend. You can see that now my eyes are like lighting up even more, and my eyebrows are sharp. So what we're going to also do is just bring that lightness up in the middle of your brow and just continue blending out. And I'm just going to go in with the remainder. I didn't put any other product. When I'm patting in, there's a little bit of a remainder that stays on the brush. I go in on top just to bring out my brows a little bit more. I go right above, just right above there, and highlight that area of my face. So as you can see where the light is hitting, it's like a T. I want to follow that with the concealer. So I'm gonna show you on this side. I take my brush again and pick up some products from blending out, and then I go right up above and bring the lightness to where the light is hitting and blend everything out. I also go around and I bring it down. Boom. Now my eyes are ready for color. So today I'm wearing pink. Let me see what I want to do. We want to have fun. We don't want to do something boring. You know, you guys didn't come here to look the same. And so I'm going to use my Weekend Festival BH Cosmetics. This is another affordable company. Every piece of makeup that I'm using is either less than $8. You can find it on Ulta. You can put coupons on it, and it's super, super affordable. This is not going to break the bank, and you can use it for multiple things. I'm actually going to use this palette to do my eyeshadow and my blush. Like I said, I'm someone who likes to use things with multi-purpose, and usually blush is made with the same material as eyeshadow. Don't worry about it. If you don't have eyeshadow, if you don't have blush, you have eyeshadow. There you go. So I'm gonna go in with this pink. Why not? Let's do pink. It's gonna be called Dippy. Let me get my brush. And so what we're gonna do before we go in with the pink, we're gonna go with a natural color, again, to bring depth back into the eye. And it's also gonna blend out that pink a little bit better. Just to set the concealer, I'm just gonna go in the same way I did before. I'm gonna go up like I'm going towards the brow bone, but leave some space. And you see how much the color pops more now? There we go. And I'm just gonna bring some definition back into my eye. Look at how the color is showing more than it was before. Because again, we put the primer, so colors are gonna pop more. There we go. Just blending that out. Just looking at my mirror for a closer look. And you're gonna do the same thing. You're just, as I'm doing, you take a little bit and you blend. Go in circular motions softly because your eye is very sensitive. Just right in there, softly. There you go. The other side. Same thing. If I can do this, you guys can do this. You know, I used to struggle with coloring in the lines as a kid. So becoming a makeup enthusiast that I am, I'm like shocked. You know, it just took practice. It just took, you know, really just listening to how to do it and then practicing over and over again. And same will come to you. So don't be afraid. Don't feel like you need to be a makeup baddie. It's fun. Let it be fun. Let the learning happen, you know, and the growth. Because now I'm doing Zooms for campaigns for amazing, phenomenal women like Valerie. You know, just take your time. Take your time learning your face and playing with the makeup, just like if you were a kid, you know? So let me go ahead and keep blending that out. And then we should be good to go. All right, cool. Notice how it just brought a little bit of depth right into my eye. Some people, they like to just darken that and make it a basic look. We're gonna bring it up a notch. We're gonna go in with pink, right? We wanna bring some color and some life. We don't wanna keep it boring. Look at that. Look at that pink. And we do the same thing we did with the brown. Take your time, bring it across. Make sure you start out on the outer. Do not start here because you can put too much product. It allows you to blend it in towards the inner eye, the right amount of product. I've done that before and it was a mess. So make sure you start off the outer corner of your eye and then you work it in. There we go. Just like we did with the brown. And yeah, you just keep working that in until you don't have any more harsh lines and it's soft and looks a little blown out. So I'm gonna do this side. There we go. And when I mean harsh, like that. What is the brush you're using? I'm using a Morphe brush. They have a sale right now for 50% off. I just got new ones because they have lasted for like 4 years. You just got to wash them with I like to use soap, like dish soap, because any of the makeup brush soaps really don't work. The makeup remover soaps don't work. The dishwasher soap removes the makeup because it's like removes oil and all of that, so that's good. But they last for like 4 years. Well, for me, they have that or Elf. Elf is really good for beginner brushes. Here we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead. And this is called the blending brush. If you look that up, that's what it will be. Just gonna blend that out. You're welcome. And if it's okay, if one eye has more, you can always go back and add more to balance it out. Or I can show you a trick to remove it. Basically, you would take another brush, a clean brush, and you would take a lighter, like almost like towards your foundation powder, and then you would just go towards that area that you felt like was too much and just use that product and blend it in, and it will lighten up that area again. It's a good tip that someone taught me. Because things happen. What brush did I use to blend? Let me see. Boom. Oh, I'm just now looking at your stuff. Thank you, Christina. What is the brush you use for your makeup? Called again. Okay, what brush did you use to blend the concealer? Honestly, I use a brush from Iman's line. I purchased that like years ago, but you can find something similar to that from Elf for like $2. You know, it's just like a regular, it's just the size of the brush. You know, it's a fluffy brush. So I'm going in on this eye, more color. And as I said, guys, in the chat, there is the link to donate to Valerie's campaign at this time so she can actually have the resources to continue what she's doing to help get her completely into the office and to do for us, you know, people, what she needs to do. Here we go. I'm just blending that out. Boom. And already, as you can see, the look is coming together. I'm actually gonna take that concealer brush and just do that to lighten up that area because it had a little bit of the product left on it. And as you can see, boom, right there. It's almost like the eyeshadow went away. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. There we go. Boom. All right, cool. So at this point, we can just add glitter. Who doesn't love glitter? Glitter or shimmer, any type of shadow will bring it to the next level when it has shimmer in it. You know, you will literally go from ooh to glam AF all the way. So I want to go there with you guys because I know, again, no one came on here just to look cute. We want to look put together and snatched. And so for me, look, again, affordable makeup. This is from Rainbow. I got this for $1. And if not, Rainbow doesn't sell it anymore. You can get glitter shadows or any type of pigment from Elf Cosmetics. You can get it from BH Cosmetics. You can get it from any of those makeup stores that are super affordable online. They are even Morphe. Morphe has glitters, 50% off, guys. And like I said, it will not break the bank at all. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna use this pink glitter inside of here. And I'm just gonna use my finger because it's easy. I'm teaching you guys easy things so that you don't feel overwhelmed. And I'm gonna pick, let me see, I'm gonna pick this pink right here. And I'm just gonna take my index finger, look at that. And then where the shadow right here, I'm gonna go with right above my crease. just right there with my finger. Look at that. And I just go across my lid, just like that. Gonna do that one more time for you guys to see. And just tap, 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 tap that in. And look how it's already elevating the whole look. And it's okay if it gets down here. We're gonna put concealer, it's okay. And the reason why I'm using my finger is just easier for you to control the product, and more product gets on your lid with your finger. A brush, for some reason, when it comes to glitter, wipes off more. So I love to use my finger. Now, if you're doing makeup for other people, that's a different story. We don't use our fingers. But this at home, like I said, this is for you guys who are at home who want to look beat. There you go. If you need to use a brush, you need a flat head brush. A flat head brush, like I said, would be good for something like that because it's flat and it'll pick up the glitter and it'll be able to go on your eyes just like your finger. But again, it doesn't put as much product on it. There you go. And you just can even add layers and layers of glitter if you want to make it a little bit more brighter. But that looks good. So now I'm just gonna go on to my other eye. And just like that, like I said, your eyes are beginning to pop. And for me, because I have like brown eyes, purple, pink, green always make them look even brighter. So if you have blue eyes, you can use blue shadow. Green brings out all eyes, you know, gold, silver for blue eyes will bring them out. There we go. I'm just gonna put a little bit more. And I go all the way to like 3/4 of the eyelid because we're gonna put a darker shadow on the outside. So we don't need to put glitter there. So just 3/4 of your eyelid. Once again, if you get it some down there, it's okay. It'll be part of the look. I always just work with what I have. Don't fret. You can always clean it up. Here we go. And look guys, how everything is coming together already. And with this, baby wipes or makeup wipes, they are equivalent to the same thing, you know, to remove anything. So yeah, there you go. And now we're gonna go in with a darker shadow. So actually, I'm trying to see. Yeah, let's go in with the darker shadow. So this is where things get a little interesting. You can use black as a darker shadow, but because again, this is beginner friendly, I want this to blend out properly with you guys. I don't want you to put black and then it's like a blotch of black because for some reason, like me in the beginning, you couldn't blend it out. So we're gonna go with a dark, dark brown. As right here on the tip, we're gonna make a V. We're gonna use the same brush because it's darker, it doesn't matter. The brush doesn't need to be brand new and clean. Yes, you can switch brushes, but again, I'm making it super easy. I'm making it so that you don't have to use multiple things to do this look. But look amazing. So I'm going into the dark brown and I'm just gonna make a V. See that? And I'm gonna blend into my crease and kind of go up a little bit to match where the glitter stopped into the upper crease, just like that. You see that? And now it's giving you this like dimension. Gonna do that on the other side, and then we're gonna go back and put more. Remember, we want to do it a little bit and then we add. So we're gonna do the VV and just blend it. Blend it. Up to where the glitter ends. Okay, we're gonna go back in on the other eye. Boom. Look at that. It's giving it such a pretty like ombre effect. And I'm so glad I went with the dark brown because I actually love this look more the dark brown than the black. There we go. We're doing the same thing on the other side. Boop, boop, boop. I love to hum or listen to music. This is such a great, like I said, self-care moment because all you're doing is doing your makeup, enjoying your time, just enjoying yourself. You know, you can have some wine, you can listen to music, you can watch your favorite show. Sometimes I'm watching YouTube, you know, while I'm doing this. It's so, you know, for me, like therapy. It's just such a good feeling. And then when you have your look done, you want to go out, you want to take pictures. So nice. So again, we're blending in the crease, but not all the way across, just the outer V again. There you go. Just making sure. If you have to go back with a little bit of glitter, which I will on this side, in the inner corner, you can. You can always go back. You can always adjust. And just put a little bit. If it got a little too dark, that's okay. Right in the inner. There we go. Awesome. So now we're gonna go in with liner. Now liner can be a little tricky, right? Like for me, I'm just gonna do it simple because again, liner is a little bit of a thing of its own. You can use a regular liner. This I like to use for my bottom, and I like to use a liquid liner for the top of my eyelid. Get that out. And already, like you have glam going on. I like to go to the supermarket like this. Well, sometimes I do because I'll do a makeup tutorial and then I'm like, I have to run errands. And so I literally look like this going down the aisle, like I'm going to a party. And I'm like, so what? I love it. Looking for my liner. Just disappeared. And I like to purchase my makeup when I do at like 2 at a time because if I love a product, I don't want it to run out or, you know, for example, with the situation, I don't have to run out to the store. I wear makeup pretty much daily, if not like 2-3 times a week. Of course, it's been less with the whole quarantine situation, but you know, I like to have the products on deck so that if I run out, it's right there. Let me see. It's probably, hold on 1 second, guys. Here we are. There it is. I have my e.l.f. liner. Again, super affordable. I think it's like $2. Let me just take it. It's like a pen, right? So I'm gonna do the simplest liner possible. You're just gonna go and I use my hand. Usually you can just go across. I like to use it for extra, but I try not to pull on the skin and I just go across. Start at the corner and you stay close to your lash line. This is the simple way to do liner. You stay close to your lash line and it just will give a little bit of dimension to your eye. There you go. Just like that. Yes, it's gonna take practice and take your time. Like I said, take your time doing this, have fun, you know, don't rush, they'll come together. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just hold. And go close to the lash line. And then I like to go back and add another layer. And sometimes you just need to go back because the brush didn't get enough product for the applicator. Boop. And it's okay if you mess up. There's concealer, which we're about to get into. At this point, I like to put on my lashes and then do the rest of my face, which I will do. The lashes will take it to the next level, guys. It's always my favorite part of makeup. Like, honestly, I love to, on my natural beads, do what I showed you guys earlier and then throw on a lash. Like, it just takes it to 0 to 100. And I'm looking for a lash now. I usually have them like ready to go, but they've been low in supply because I, again, haven't been able to really go out as much. Let me see. A really good lash brand is Glam Blonde Beauty Bar. There's also Ardell Wispies. CVS sells them. They're easy, like a natural looking lash, and you can't go wrong. I wanted to do something super glam though, but you can't go wrong with those lashes because it's like a nice, it looks good on anybody. So if you're like, whoa, I don't want too much going on, I don't look like like I have way too much going on with my eyes, like I want to still keep it like cute, Ardell Wispies. They're simple, they're easy. Or I Envy has really good lashes. They're a little bit a little extra, but it's good. They're really, really nice. Let me see. Oh my gosh, how are you guys doing? Are you enjoying this? Let me know in the chat. Is there any questions that you had particularly about a hiccup that you have when you're doing makeup? Aw, thank you, Yolanda. Let me know if there's anything that you're struggling with, or if there's a name of a product that you need. I will definitely answer them and tell you what I use and what's best, because I also took like skincare course. I worked for several brands, from makeup to skincare. I can definitely help you guys with whatever I know. So yeah, put it in there while I am looking for my lashes. I have a whole bunch. Need to find them. Ooh, another good thing for summer, guys. What is your YouTube channel? Oh, it is Drivenbrooke. So let me just type it in for you. My social media, everything is under this one name. So if you look me up, you'll find everything. Okay, and do you need to put moisturizer if you have oily skin? So here's the thing with oily skin, because I have combination skin. What I do is put it in the areas that are dry. I do not put it on the areas that are oily. So, but I will say this, I still put coconut oil on my face, because you know why? When you usually have oily skin, that means that your body is lacking oil and moisture, which is so weird, and so like, it doesn't seem like that because you're producing so much. It's because your body's saying, I need it. So it's producing it because I need more hydration. I need water. So one thing I will tell you is if you haven't, start drinking more water, as well as do put a little bit of coconut oil on your skin all over, if it's the whole face. If not, you can just put it on the areas that are super, super dry, and a little bit on the areas that are a little oily. We're gonna put powder, so we're gonna set honey nothing's gonna budge. After I'm done with this, you're gonna see that when you try this, you're gonna be like, wow, my face didn't go anywhere. And the more the oil, like throughout the day, the better your face looks, like, because it just sets even more and more throughout the day, because the oil and you're in the foundation and everything just starts blending. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you this bronzing oil, you know, because during the summertime, you tend to want to look all glowy all around, especially if you're putting bronzer in your face. This right here, CYO, I got this from the drugstore. I'll show you. I'm gonna apply some. Bomb. So bomb. It's gonna make you look like you're just gleaming, like you just got the best vacation tan. It's awesome, and it gives you like a highlight all over your body. And so someone said, I never knew about applying eyeshadows at the corner first, and I always get too much product. Okay, so what I do, I usually take like a tweezer, like the end of a tweezer, and then I put the which I'll show you once I find some lashes. It's like so crazy how I always have lashes on deck, and right now they're MIA. But what I usually do is get like a spoolie or a tweezer, the back of it, and then I apply the glue, and then I go across the lash so that not enough product goes on the lash, because if I put it through from the tube, it usually goes everywhere. And I am one of those people where I'm like, shoot, like that can happen. Sometimes it doesn't, but I just like to make life simple. I put it on the back of the tweezer for my eyelash. I usually put the eyelashes on with my hands, but that's how I use it. Loving this. Lash strips seem so simple to put on when I watch, but I can't do them to save my life, but I can do individual lashes. That is crazy. More power to you, love, because individual lashes are so hard. They are so hard. And for you to have that, it's cool. For me, it was the same thing when I first started out with makeup. I literally had the lash up here, like, but it's all about placement. And when you put mascara on, you can see where to put the lashes. And I'll show you guys that. And what glue, I usually use Duo glue. Today I'm gonna be using hair glue. You know, I ran out of Duo, and that actually works as well. You know, just take off the lashes off with oil. Do not just pull the lashes off of your own lashes, because it will rip. And we don't wanna do that. We wanna keep everything that's natural intact. So I'm gonna continue just looking really quickly for these lashes. Any more questions? I'll be answering them. I'm determined to learn today. One strip and go. Yes. The fact that you can do lashes, honey, girl, I need to come over, because that right there I've tried it, and it comes out okay. It doesn't come out amazing. So the fact that you got that, girl, maybe you don't even need the lash strip, because that's phenomenal. Let me just see really quickly. I thought I had a lash out for you guys specifically. Now, how also are you guys doing during this time? I don't want to be insensitive also to anyone, you know, during this pandemic. How are you guys holding up? What's been keeping you motivated, even being home? Like, please share some things, because even for myself, like, I've been working on my business, I've been doing my makeup, I've been building my brand, but if I didn't have those things, or my children, I don't know where I would be at all. And if I didn't have people like Valerie who are, you know, trying to create change, it could get very depressing what's going on in the world. You know, what are you guys doing to stay motivated, to stay positive, to keep a good vibe and a good attitude? I would love to know that while I'm looking. So let's see. I have lashes in here for sure. I ordered some stuff, and I definitely staying connected with loved ones. Yes, Sabrina. I'm just opening up this box. I have lashes for sure in here. So that's what you're hearing. Hey, Brooke.
Emily, unfortunately, she had to go on another call, and I
Okay.
have another call at 7. So I will make someone else the host so you can keep teaching us how to finesse our faith. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
sure,
for
no
joining us
problem.
today. I have learned so much, and thank you for opening up that discussion in the beginning of the webinar.
Aw, of
So
course.
I unfortunately have to go, but this you can continue because I will make someone else the host. And
Okay,
thank you so much. Have a
of
wonderful day.
course. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Wow, it seems like all of my shipments, I had lashes and they're like non-existent right now. I am the lash queen. Personally, have been working on my wedding planning. Oh, yes! Congratulations to you. Please let me know. Definitely DM me and I will follow. If you have an Instagram, if you have a website, let me know because wedding planning, that's so bomb. I want to celebrate your business as well. I have never had this much trouble finding a lash, guys. But it's all good. More time with you. Let me see. I thought I had a lash in that new order that I just got. Oh, these are not the glam ones, but they're lashes, so I'll use these just to save time. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Ardell Wispy ones. I wanted to use a more dramatic lash. I don't know where any of them are right now, but it's all good. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. This is just gonna do what it needs to do. So when I get a lash, especially if I wear them before, I just go ahead and I kind of just do this little U to match my eye shape. Because a lot of lashes, they come in the pack like that. And so you wanna keep that shape. What would you recommend as the best quality and most affordable brand for foundation and concealer? Fit Me. Maybelline Fit Me is so bomb. Like, it just is amazing, amazing quality. And from the powders to the concealers, they're just the right shades. So, and there's 40 different shades. If you don't find, if you haven't found your shade before, yeah. And also allows you to test out products. So yeah, if not CVS, definitely use a coupon from them. And so with this, I'm gonna show you how to put on a lash the easiest way possible. I did put mascara on already, so I would advise putting mascara on so that you kind of have a framework. You're gonna be putting it right where your lashes are. And you're gonna go, when I put the glue, you're gonna go and put it in the middle first. People think to do it from the outer corner. No, do the middle first and then tack down the outsides. So basically, whoops. So basically it can stick properly and it won't budge. If you try to do it from the inner corner, it's gonna like flap up in the air. And that's the best trick I learned, because before that's what I would do and the lash would end up here. So yeah, again, I'm gonna use my tweezer to do that trick I told you with the glue. I'm using hair glue today because I ran out of my Dua glue, but it works just fine. And I'm just gonna put glue on the tip because I don't want too much glue going on the lash itself. Here we go. Sometimes the glue like dries up. So if you have to open it and remove the dry glue, just like that, it just peels off. That's a trick I learned with hair glue or any glue. You know, if you just touch it, it's like all wet, and then when you rub it, it peels off. So here we go. Okay, you see, I put a little bit on the end, right? I'm gonna pick up that lash, and then I'm gonna go across. Just like that. And make sure you get the ends. Just like that. And then I'm gonna wave it to make it a little tacky. You don't put it right away. That's probably another issue for some of you who tried to put on your lashes that it didn't work. Do not put it right away because it will be too wet. You want it a little tacky so that when it goes on your lash, it's like perfect and it doesn't budge right away. You know, if it's a little wet, it can move and get sloppy. So here we go. Just, you can blow it. I just like to wave it. Then I like to do that little shape thing again. You could use tweezers. I like to use my hands because it's more control for me. And I just grab the middle of it and I just go in. And you see how I kind of twisted my hands a little upward? I'm trying to show you guys as best as I can. And I just go right to the center. Just like that. And then I tap in the corners. There we go. And then after that, I squeeze my lash and the lash so it blends. Sometimes you get a little glue on the bottom, that's okay. You just push it up. And make sure you separate it. If it starts to do that where it starts to attach itself to the bottom lashes, you want to separate it because you don't want your eyelid to be closed. There you go. Just squeeze it and just make sure that everything is intact. See? Just like that. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but you can already see that this went to the next level. And this is still glam. I just like a extra look, but this is still glam. As you can see, my lashes went from 0 to 100. So we're going to do that with the next side. And these are, again, Ardell Wispies. You see, if it keeps trying to do that where it's attaching itself to your bottom lashes, just separate it. I'm going to put a little bit more glue. Onto my tweezers. Okay, and then I'm going to go across on these. There we go. And I just do the same thing with the shape, just to make sure it's curved and not just straight, because our eyes are not straight across. And it just fits better that way. And then I just wave it in the air. Just wave it. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle, right where my lashes are, and then bring it down on the others, on the ends. And just squish my lashes, just press on them with the lash so it blends. And if you have to readjust, it's okay. If you need to put a little glue, that same tweezer, you get the back of it and then you go in if you have to, whatever you need, or if you got to take it off and try again, it's okay. Once again, this is all a learning experience. You can always play and have fun and keep working it out until you get it. So now what I'm gonna do is the rest of my face. So we have the eyes all the way together. Now we're gonna do the rest of the face. So I'm gonna go in with a lighter concealer. I'm not gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with the LA Girl Pro concealer and like 2 shades lighter. Let me see. We're out of this one. Let me use another one. Like I said, you see, it's always good to have multiples because, when you're in the middle of a makeup thing and you're missing something, it sucks. as you can see. So, okay, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make this little circle underneath my eye. And this is 2 shades lighter for a reason. I will show you why. We're gonna be highlighting underneath the eye. You just do that right there, and you do the same thing on the other side. This is great for dark circles. It will literally erase dark circles in like 5 minutes. No Botox needed. It'll brighten your face. So I'm just gonna look to my mirror and I just make a little circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm highlighting my nose as well. Just a line down your nose. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I do this little 3 spots here because again, we're lightening up certain areas of our face to give it dimension. And I touch my chin, a line on the side of my face, a line on the side of my face, right underneath my cheekbone. And now we're gonna let that get a little tacky, and we're gonna go in with we're gonna go in with our foundation stick or our contour stick. That's what I call it, and that's what usually e.l.f. calls it. What it does is we're gonna bring warmth to the face and dimension as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, make my forehead a little smaller, or just warm it up, and we just go right above that highlight. We're gonna go and put a mark right there. I know my face looks tribal right now. It will all make sense. And we're gonna just contour our nose with the contour stick. You're gonna go right where your brow bone and your nose bone, like the side right there, where your brow bone and your nose bone meet, and just make a line right there. And then the same thing on the other side. It does not have to be perfect. And then we're gonna do a little V on the bottom. Remember, I told you it does not have to be perfect. We're gonna be blending everything out. This is not how my face is gonna end up looking. And I actually like to contour my lips to make them a little bit fuller, just right above the lip, like an outline. There we go. Now we're gonna take that concealer brush that I used, and we're gonna first do everything that's light. And so we're gonna pat in the concealer underneath the eye. Gonna look up, pat, 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 and then bring it down. Bring it close to that line, that contour line, and bring it down on your nose. And we're also gonna bring it all the way out. This is the part that if you messed up on any type of makeup underneath your eye, this is where you clean it up with the concealer. Go ahead and do that. And just bring it right across your face. And as you can see, this is lighter. It doesn't look sleepy. There are no bags, and bright. And watch, we're gonna just blend everything out because we do not want to look like Freddy Krueger. So we're blending, blending, blending. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna just pat, pat, pat. We're gonna look up, pat underneath the eye, and bring it towards that nose line, and bring it down towards the mustache line, because I have one. I just get rid of it. But you know, any area that needs to be a little bit brighter underneath our eye because of the dark circles, we do that. There we go. Right? And now we're gonna go ahead and blend out the bottom of our chin. Just blend it. Boom. So it looks like it's just a little lighter. And now we're gonna go on our nose and blend the middle all the way up to where that little tribal sign that I made, we're gonna blend that out. Right here in the middle. As you can notice, it's brightened up those areas. So where the light hits, we put light back. So our face is not so flat. You don't have to do this. This is what I like to do to look extra glam. And when you go to get your makeup, beep, 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 this is what they do to make sure that your face is completely snatched. And like I said, this is my everyday if I want it. But this is like on the next level, a birthday party, a celebration, you want to look extra glam, this is how you do your makeup without paying anybody but yourself to do it. Free 99. So I know you guys are looking at my makeup and going, what about those lines? Like, what's going on with those lines? Why haven't I blended that out? We are going to blend that out now. So we're going to take our foundation brush and we're going to go into the hairline and blend that out. See, there's a method to the madness. Look at that. I was not going to fail you guys, and just blend that into your hairline, and it brings warmth, as you see, back into the face. And the reason why the line is there is to keep it clean. We're going to blend those two together, just like that. And we're going to round it over to our cheek, just like that. Just blend, blend, blend. Make sure you do not leave any harsh lines. We don't want to look crazy. We're just going to blend, blend, blend. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And I'm sure you probably thought, how in the world did that go from that to this? Blending, honey, just blend, and it's bringing dimension back into your face. There we go. And now with the nose, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to blend downward. Blend, blend, blend. And go across and downward. Just checking to make sure I don't leave any harsh lines. Just blending up into your brows. Look at that. Look at how seamless my skin looks. I look awake, I look refreshed, I look glam. And now we're gonna just set everything so that for those of us who have oily skin, the makeup does not go anywhere. So what I'm using is Fit Me, and we're gonna go in with that same concealer brush underneath my eye. Every area that I put concealer, we're gonna go in with this powder. So I just shake it up. And this is Fit Me loose setting powder, loose finishing powder in medium for me. They have it in different colors as well. Then you go ahead and you set underneath your eye all the way, just like we did with the concealer. Just like we did with the concealer. You go all the way up to that line with your nose, down, all the way across, and down to that mustache area. And just press, press, press in that powder. Do not wipe and swipe, press the powder in. There we go. We're going to do the same thing with this side. Go across, go down, bring it all the way down. Everywhere you put the concealer. You are setting the concealer. And I just take the excess and I go back to those same areas. And I just wipe a little bit. This is the part where I start really feeling myself, guys, where I'm like, woo-wee. Everything starts coming together. Okay, and I just do a little bit underneath that contour line. There you go. Boom. And now we're gonna go in with a face powder. This is extra. You can just go in with bronzer. I like to use a face powder. That's the complexion of the foundation. I'm using Dollhouse Cosmetics. And I am gonna use the foundation brush. And I just pat that in there. And where I put the contour stick, I just go in and I set it. So again, if I have oily skin, this makeup is not going anywhere, honey, at all. And I go down here to just warm up my neck and just a little bit. And where that nose contour was, I go as well. And I just blend so that line is not so harsh. Do. Isn't it coming together, guys? Yes. And now I'm just gonna do eyeliner on the bottom, and then I'm gonna do mascara, a lip, some blush, and we are glam to go. So here's the liner that I'm using. I'm using e.l.f. There we go. And I'm just gonna go right underneath in my eyeline. This is, what is this? This is waterproof. You know, some people don't like to use it. I like to use it because my eyes water. So I like to make sure that my liner's not going anywhere. If not, if you like to use a regular liner, I would advise using your regular liner and setting it like with a little brush with black eyeshadow so it doesn't budge. So I'm just gonna go in. There you go. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. There you go. And that just brings out my eyes even more. We're gonna put some mascara, the same AOA mascara. And I'm just gonna look up and grab those little hairs and bring them out. And as you notice, I'm just doing a little back and forth motion. And then I'm swiping down. Back and forth motion. And then I'm swiping down. Boom. And I'm also going to put a little mascara with my lashes. So if I got powder, it blends everything out. Alrighty. And now I'm also going to put some highlight on. And actually, I'm going to put blush first. Let's do that. And remember, I told you can just use the same eyeshadow that you used on eyeshadow palette. So this one has a little pink in it. I'm just going to use like this Barbie pink. And yes, my whole makeup situation is a mess. My son got into it yesterday. It's his life. But I'm just going to take a powder brush, take a little bit of that pink, smile, and right there on the apples of my cheek and blend everything out. There you go. Now I look youthful, bright-eyed, and ready to take on the world. So that's the blush. Now I'm just gonna go in with a highlight. So I do have, let me see. I think I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild, yes. So I'm gonna use my I'm gonna use Boomin from ColourPop Cosmetics, the same, the concealer I used on my lid. I'm gonna use that from there. This is Boomin. Alrighty, and I'm gonna use another blending brush. Actually, or a highlight brush, because they have them. Highlight brush. And I like to use a highlight brush because it lays flat. So I'm just gonna go with the top. You don't need a lot. Right there, and go across my cheek. Look at that. Look at that glow. Less is more. You could always build. There we go. And then we're gonna go where I put a little bit up here and just on my chin. And then I like to use my finger again for my nose. I like to do like a tip, so it brings out the straightness of my nose and right where the light hits it. Boop, just like that. Some people like to put on their Cupid bone. I do that. I don't have time. And then I just blend it out a little bit. There you go. There you go. Yes, yes, yes. And so now I'm just gonna, to set everything, I'm gonna use a spray. This is Wet n Wild Natural Finish. And I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it. I like to usually put my highlight after this, but I did it before. And I usually like to do my mascara. I would advise actually to do it after that if you're beginning, because I don't want your mascara or anything to run. To do the spray first, then mascara, then your highlight, because it'll pop out more. But because I'm used to this, I know how to do it, you know, and I just wave my face. And then we're just gonna do lips, and it is a wrap. As you can see, I look like a whole another person. So because we did the whole, you can use a lip pencil like I did with my eyebrows. You can use a lip pencil, or you can do, I'm gonna do it with the stick just to show you that you don't need a lip pencil. You can take your contour stick and define your lips. And the same way that you would use a lip pencil, you just go over and you use your contour stick to bring color and depth. But to make it easy, I'm just gonna show you what you would do with your lip pencil as well. In a dark brown, and you just make your lips a little bit fuller. You just line it right above the line. Now we're gonna go with this gloss from Morphe Pop. Once again, Morphe has 50% going on right now. And just go right in. I did a gloss lip today. You can do a matte look. You can do whatever look you want. And here we are. Here we are, guys. Isn't my face so fabulous?
Your face is gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. I went from chilling in quarantine status to hello, I'm ready for a party. You know, anybody can do this. Yes, it was a couple of steps. As you can see, it was pretty easy. Pretty easy. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm actually gonna put the little bronzer situation I told you about, just so if you guys are on like trips or you just wanna look like you just came from a vacation, don't do too much. I just take it and I just put it like so. And then I just blend it in and it makes me look like I just got a little glow. Just like that. And now I look like, hello. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you are supporting Valerie. Like I said, she is not only about beauty, she is also about empowering everybody that she can. And the fact that she is actually going to be setting up a forum for the tragedies that's happening right now in the media is just phenomenal for me to even hear that from a woman who comes from my background, who actually comes from Haiti. I am so proud to say that she's my candidate and that she is representing my people in such a beautiful, beautiful way. And she's representing all people because she's all inclusive and she's amazing. And not only that, if she wins, guys, she's gonna be the first Haitian woman in Senate. Isn't that crazy? Don't you want to be a part of something like that? Especially when somebody is as awesome as she is. You know, thank you for tuning in. Once again, my name is Brooke. All of my social media is Drivenbrooke. I'm going to type it in the message one more time. And before I go, is there any other questions that you guys had that you wanted me to answer? I will answer them really quickly. But yeah, this is the I got it all the way together, ready for a party, ready for anything, you know, look, and super glam. And just like I said, a little bit of money. And yes, it took longer than the 5-minute glam, but it's worth it, as you can see. And the process seemed like, whoa, but yeah. Love, thank you for this. Of course, of course. Any other questions that you guys may have? And for the girl who said that she was contoured 6 from where? The girl that said that she's oily, as you can see, everything is set, honey. Nothing's gonna go anywhere. The contour stick is from Dollhouse Cosmetics. Let me put that, Dollhouse Cosmetics. They call it a foundation stick, but if you look into it, it'll say used for contour. But e.l.f. also, e.l.f. Cosmetics definitely sells contour sticks. I'm writing that in the chat for you guys. Is there any other names of products or anything else you needed before I checked out from you guys? And yeah, stay tuned if you want to see more makeup tutorials. And it's Morphe. Yes, Morphe with, let me just spell it for you. M-O-R-P-H-E. There you go. So yeah, Morphe. Morphe for the brushes, Morphe for the palettes, Morphe for the win, Morphe for the gloss that I have on, which is called Pop. They also have great matte lipsticks for $6, guys. Like the quality of MAC lipsticks for $6. So if you check that out, 50% off right now. You cannot go wrong. 50% off. Is there any other questions before I leave? I just want to make sure I answer as much as I can for anyone that was watching. Last one. Okay. Concealer, you said like 3 times. So the concealer I use, and actually the concealer ColourPop, let me write it. ColourPop Cosmetics. That ColourPop Cosmetics is great for the concealers. The concealers are $6. And this is the no filter concealer. This is what made my eyes go from sleepy to hello, ColourPop Cosmetics. So thank you guys for joining me. I also want to give you the mascara, AOA. AOA makeup. Everything on that site is $1. And I got the mascara and I love the mascara. As you can see from my bottom lashes, I went from sleeping to hello. So yeah, oops, it put KOA. I meant AOA. There you go. AOA Cosmetics. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm actually dropping another makeup tutorial on my channel tomorrow, Thursday. It's makeup tutorials and anything that I have going on. Please feel free to follow me on my social media, Drivenbrooke. And I also have a business called Eternal Moms. I'm gonna write that, Eternal Moms. And you can look that up on social media as well as eternalmoms.com. We do everything lifestyle, from making motherhood easier and just empowering women. So check that all out. I love you guys for joining in and supporting. And Valerie, thank you so much. And you said it's not coming up on my end. What's not coming up on your end, Yolanda? Is it Yolanda? I'm sorry, Yolanda. Is it my, let me put at, it's not coming up on my end, your chat, at Drivenbrooke. And there you go. That's my social media. And did you see all of the, try to all attendees? I did, I put all panelists. Oh, okay, all panelists and all attendees. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna put concealer is ColourPop. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not gonna leave you hanging, I promise.
So, Brooke, while you're doing that, I just want to wrap up. While Brooke is just resending to all our attendees all the products that she used, I just want to wrap up and give her an amazing, amazing thank you. This is our last webinar, and I truly can say that we ended the webinar series with a bang. Your face is
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
I learned about, you're welcome. I learned about a lot of your products, and yeah, thank you. And
Of course.
of course, thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you for supporting Valerie Cartwright. Again, the link to donate is in the chat. So it's not required, but it is of course welcomed to support someone who is trying to affect change in a big way for our community and all communities, of course. So definitely donate any amount that you would like. And of course, please follow Brooke on her socials. I follow her on YouTube and her Instagram. So I can definitely say she is awesome. And she is also very uplifting too on her Instagram. So she is great for that as well. Yes. So yeah, I'm going to let you keep just, putting all of the products so everyone can have that. And then if anyone wants to say thank you or, donate and everything like that, it's all the chat. Okay?
Yes. And honestly, the reason why I said that I am that way wasn't to toot my own horn. It's the fact that I only collaborate with people who are like me, who are trying to change and encourage and empower people with all their voice and their platform. And that's what I do. I wake up and I thank God that I have the opportunity to be here because, I've gone through life's challenges and all the things that life can bring. And I feel like if I can make this world a better place and collaborate with people who are doing the same exact thing, that's why I'm here. That's my purpose. And if makeup is going to help you guys achieve not only your looks, your dreams, that job, I am here for it. If there's any way that I can help, DM me. I respond to everything. And I'm very thankful that you guys even tuned in. And it just shows, Valerie is doing the right thing at the right time. And the fact that she is the first campaign that I've ever worked with that actually did makeup as a outlet for people to donate to her campaign trail is awesome to me because I've never heard of that. And I was already with her at that end. And then I was with her when she, like I said, is doing things to uplift our community in general. So definitely donate. I will be donating right after I get off of here because she's worth it. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys talking to me and with the little technical difficulties of me not finding lashes, but we got it all the way together. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Thank you so much, Derv. Thank you so much, Emily, the whole team that invited me and chose me to do this. Thank you. And
thank you. Okay,
bye.
I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Have a good day.
Peace out.
Bye.